Do you know that your dog sees something completely different in the mirror than you do? This mysterious world of reflections, which is so familiar to us, can be a real puzzle for our four-legged friends. Today, we'll dive into the amazing world of canine perception and find out what's happening in your pet's head when they encounter their reflection. This topic isn't just curious. It will help you better understand your four-legged friend and explain many funny or strange reactions you might have observed when your dog saw themselves in the mirror. Ready to learn what your dog thinks when looking at their reflection? Then make yourself comfortable. The first thing that's important to understand is that dogs perceive the world quite differently than we do. Their senses are tuned differently, and what's obvious to us can be completely incomprehensible to them. When it comes to mirrors, the difference becomes especially noticeable. Unlike humans, dogs aren't immediately able to realize that they're seeing themselves in the mirror. For them, the reflection is just another dog or a strange creature that exactly mimics their movements. Interesting fact, scientists conducted a so-called mark test to determine if animals recognize themselves in mirrors. During this test, a mark is placed on the animal's body in a spot they can't see without a mirror. If the animal, upon seeing its reflection, tries to investigate the mark on its own body, not on the reflection, it means they understand the concept of self-recognition. Dogs don't pass this test. They don't connect the reflection with themselves. Have you ever noticed how differently dogs can react to their reflection? Some bark and growl as if seeing a stranger in their territory. Others try to play with the mirror dog. And still, others seem not to notice the reflection at all or quickly lose interest in it. Why does this happen? It all comes down to the individual characteristics of temperament, experience, and even the breed of your pet. Puppies, encountering a mirror for the first time, often react particularly emotionally. They may bark, growl, drop to their front paws in a play position, or even try to look behind the mirror in search of another dog. It's a real one-actor theater. With age, many dogs simply get used to the reflection and stop reacting to it, although they still don't understand that they're seeing themselves. Interestingly, some dog breeds show more interest in mirrors than others. For example, border collies and poodles, known for their high intelligence, may study their reflection longer and demonstrate more complex reactions. Meanwhile, dogs with strong hunting instincts may lose interest in the mirror more quickly, since the reflection has no smell, and smell is more important than visual image for a hunter. Speaking of smells, they play a key role in how dogs perceive reflections. For humans, vision is the dominant sense, but for dogs, the world primarily smells. When a dog sees another dog in the mirror but doesn't smell it, this creates cognitive dissonance. Imagine seeing an appetizing cake but not smelling its aroma at all. Strange, right? Your dog experiences approximately the same confusion in front of a mirror. Scientists from the University of Helsinki conducted an interesting study in which they examined dogs' reactions to mirrors using MRI brain scanning. They found that when a dog sees its reflection, the same areas of the brain activate as when seeing another dog, but with some differences. This confirms that dogs don't fully identify the reflection as another dog, but they don't recognize themselves either. Did you know that there are special mirrors for dogs? Some manufacturers create low-positioned mirrors so dogs can see themselves while home alone. It's believed this might help pets suffering from separation anxiety. However, the effectiveness of such devices hasn't been scientifically proven, and veterinarians are skeptical about them. Interestingly, although dogs don't recognize themselves in mirrors, they can use reflections functionally. For example, some smart dogs can see their owner's reflection or a toy in the mirror and turn around to find the real object. This suggests they understand the principle of reflection, even if they don't realize they're seeing themselves. Comparison with other animals gives us an even more interesting picture. Chimpanzees, orangutans, dolphins, elephants, and even some birds like magpies can recognize themselves in mirrors. But cats, like dogs, don't possess this ability. It turns out that our pets aren't the most advanced representatives of the animal world in this regard. But does that make them any less special? Some dog owners tell amazing stories about how their pets seem to use mirrors purposefully. For example, a dog might look in the mirror when the owner is preparing food to observe the process without turning its head, or a dog might notice in the reflection that the owner is taking a leash and immediately run over happily. These cases show that dogs are capable of complex spatial thinking, even if they don't understand the concept of self-recognition. What about other reflective surfaces? Dogs' reactions to water can be even more amusing than to mirrors. Many dogs try to catch their reflection in a pond or puddle, diving nose first into the water and being surprised when the other dog disappears. Some can play with their own reflection in water for hours, especially if it moves due to ripples on the surface. What does all this tell us about canine intelligence? It's important to understand that the inability to recognize oneself in a mirror doesn't mean dogs are stupid. It's simply a different type of intelligence, oriented toward different tasks. Dogs evolved as social hunters, and their cognitive abilities are perfectly suited for this role. They didn't need to recognize themselves in reflections to survive and thrive. If you want to conduct your own mirror experiment, do it gradually and carefully observe your pet's reaction. Some dogs might be frightened by their reflection, especially if they've never encountered mirrors before. Start with a small mirror positioned at the dog's level and give them time to get used to it. Never force a dog to interact with a mirror if they show signs of fear or stress. In conclusion, dogs' relationship with their reflection is a fascinating window into their perception of the world. Although they don't recognize themselves in mirrors, their reactions tell us a lot about their intelligence, individuality, and way of thinking. Understanding these characteristics helps us become better owners and build a deeper connection with our four-legged friends. What have you noticed when your dog saw their reflection? Perhaps they have some special reaction or funny habit related to mirrors. Share your stories in the comments. I'm very interested in learning about each of your experiences. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it. This will help other dog lovers find this information. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new episodes about the mysterious world of canine perception. And if you have dog-owning friends, be sure to share this video with them. Perhaps it will answer questions they've been asking themselves for a long time. Next time, we'll dive into another amazing feature of canine perception, and believe me, equally interesting discoveries await you. In the meantime, observe your pets with love and curiosity, because every day they can surprise us with something new. Remember, we see the world through human eyes, and they see it through dog eyes. And that's the beauty of our friendship.